Ready? Okay, here we are on Pine Hill Farm. We are on the organic side of our farm. We grow some stuff organically on this one part of our farm. It's about 50 acres. We don't grow that much organically. But we have some stuff that's under organic production, like grapes, strawberries. And over here is our lettuces. They're just coming up because it's early in the spring. We've got some organic lettuces and green mixes up there. And as you can see right here, we've got some weeds coming up. Let's go up here, Phoebe.
All right.
Let's walk up here. You can see, look what we've got. We've got these weeds coming up, pigweed. We've got all kinds. And look what happens when they get to be this size. Phoebe, what happens then when they're like this? They're very, very difficult to remove, right? You can't get them up by the roots. Now this reminds me of what happens when the justices don't root out unjust laws, and we end up with overwhelming things are trying to grow in the American society. Things are trying to grow, and they end up being overwhelmed by these weeds that get the roots in. They get overwhelmed by government bureaucracy and agencies.
And then when you try to pull it out,
and when you try to pull it out,
it's too big.
You can't. So what's our solution? What do?
Stop it from happening.
Right. We try to prevent it. We try to keep these things from getting too big. So what we're going to do is we're going to use our little farmall cub there. See, it doesn't take too much to root this stuff out, and I think that's what the American people can take home from this. It doesn't take too much, but you got to get it done. You got to start rooting up these things and cutting them off at the roots. You can't let them get big like this, because then your lettuces and stuff are not going to grow. And look, the roots did not get cut. So now we know that that's going to grow again, right? No good. Okay, so this little tractor is the Cub. It's really worn out and old. Might not start too well. I only have about a teacup of gas in it. But we'll see if we can get it going. We'll cross our fingers, right, Phoebe?
Look at that engine.
Hopefully.
Mom, when was this tractor made?
You know, I don't know the year on this. I don't know.
Like
maybe it's the 60s? Maybe it's
pretty
a little
old.
bit earlier than that.
It looks pretty old to me.
I'm going to try to, nope, I guess I'm going to use the spreader. Come on. Got to give it a little choke. Come on. Just leave the choke on a little bit. That are preventing our young businesses from having a nice start. Be in good shape. How about the government debt? Because all these little weeds create debt, don't they? That's China.
That's no good, is it? I'm gonna get this out. Too hard to root out. I guess that's what happens when you let the weeds get too big. Can't pull them out. Mom's right.
Okay, so we're not rooting too deeply.
Wait, what?
We're not rooting up too deeply, right? Because we don't want to start up a whole new fresh crowd of seeds that are going to germinate. So we're just going to scuff it up a little bit. And that's the note from publius2weeds, Home of Letters from an American Farmer. American and write about it. First one, what is an American? Hector St. John to Crevecoeur, letters from